Hi, I'm AmyWeintraub, and I wanted to share with you a meditation that evolved for me yesterday after spending some time with a cohort at Inner Peace, which is yoga therapy training, and leading a yoga and mental health module for them. And then also because I had read earlier in the morning newsletter from Richard Rohr, who's a Catholic theologian whom I admire a great deal. He's a non-dualist and a social activist. And in it he quoted Diana Hayes, who is a scholar of African American culture and spirituality. And in particular, she's written a lot about Martin Luther King. And I learned something, and it was a phrase, it was a proverb, an African American proverb that just seems so appropriate for our time. So what I learned in addition to that is how important community and spirituality are in African American culture and daily life. That we are not alone, and that African American culture acknowledges that. And so, and we were doing yesterday an exercise from a non-dual perspective, a Advaita Vedanta perspective. We were doing Who Am I in the module, Who Am I Really? And we were doing that as an exercise together. And I read early in the morning this African American proverb. It's, I am because we are. And it just resonated so much in this time of pandemic. I am because we are. To me, it speaks to how important our own individuality is in a global sense, how we cannot afford to be individualistic and live in an even though we are in quarantine right now, most of us, and in isolation, we need to think globally. We need to think of the other. I am because we are. And so it became a meditation for me, and I'd like to share it with you. So if you wish, you can allow your eyes to close and bring into your heart's mind a being who has loved you, who has given you unconditional regard. Maybe a two-legged, maybe a four-legged being. Maybe in the body, maybe that being has passed. And say to that being and to yourself, I am because we are. And then bring into your heart's mind an image of someone you love, perhaps a child, two-legged being, a four-legged being, and say to those beloveds, I am because we are. Say it to yourself, I am because we are. And get a sense, you may not see them, of your ancestors, your whole chain of DNA. Those ancestors who have informed your own DNA. I am because we are. I am because we are. And then see your greater circle of friends, beloveds, your friends who you may not be seeing, hanging out with right now, but the people that you care about, your circle, your tribe. I am because we are. I am because we are. And then see the larger community in which you live. Those beings, perhaps in your neighborhood, the people that you may casually know, and say to them and to yourself, I am because we are. I am because we are. And then see those who've said yes to you, teachers, those who've meant something to you in the past, who've given you unconditional regard. I am because we are. I am because we are. And then in this current pandemic, let's bring into our hearts those beings who are on the front lines, the first responders, the medical professionals, those in the grocery stores, the clerks who are working, those who are putting their lives at risk to serve us. I am because we are. I am because we are. And extend your vision out beyond your community, perhaps to this country, the country that you're in, the beings here whom you may not know, different races, different religions, different political views, some of whom are suffering from the virus right now, or the consequences of the virus. I am because we are. I am because we are. And extend your vision to the globe, to all the countries and the peoples on this globe, many of whom are suffering simply because they cannot go to work. Basic needs cannot be provided for them. I am because we are. I am because we are. And see this globe of ours, this planet, as though you're looking down on the entire planet, the land, the winged beings, the four-legged beings, all the two-legged beings, the earth, the plants, the sea, the fish, the whole globe, Gaia, Mother Earth. I am because we are. I am because we are. And then come back to yourself, perhaps sitting in a chair, lying down, or wherever you are. And again, bring into your heart's mind your beloveds, those who have said yes to you, who've championed you, who've given you unconditional regard. see their faces, maybe family members, maybe teachers, and feel their unconditional regard. Feel them and imagine they are saying to you, I am because we are. And say it back to them, I am because we are. And as you're ready, you can allow your eyes to flutter open. Namaste, Shalom, Salam. Be well. Namaste.